EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to Las Vegas, Nevada. Tonight, it's our first Monday night game of the new season, and we've got a good one coming up, as it'll be the New England Patriots taking on the Las Vegas Raiders. And we are underway at Allegiant Stadium. And a signal there for the fair catch, so this opening drive will begin at the 25-yard line. Throwing on first down. Holman. And his first look is incomplete. The intended receiver that time was Josh Jacobs, and that'll bring up second down. Looking to throw. Holman. He gets this to Davante Adams. Now inside the 25. Davante Adams. And he will score. Touchdown, Las Vegas. Davante Adams. 75 yards. And the Raiders are on the board here first in the season opener. We thought they may be a quick strike offense this season. That is lightning quick. Not bad for the first drive of the year.
That has to actually exceed expectations, doesn't it? Because most teams want to be a quick strike offense. They want to score as quickly as possible, run a defense into submission. What they have to understand is, while they got it done there, long way to go. Don't get discouraged if you have to run a few more plays on your next drive.
Kene Nwangwu now out of his end zone. And they'll get him down right at the 25-yard line, so the same result, and he opted for the touchback. The slot man in motion right. A little jet sweep to start the drive.
And that's something you have to get ready for defensively, because in today's NFL, teams will use their wide receivers on jet sweeps, end arounds. They'll move it back in the backfield to make them running backs. Partner, this was much more of a tap pass, but effective nonetheless.
And I think both guys love it. If you're a quarterback, it's an easy completion. If you're a wide receiver, you get the easy reception and also a chance to try to make a play with your feet. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory.
Second and short, that's a rundown, so it's definitely a good time to go play action if you're feeling it. And they do so and pick up a first down.
On 1st and 10, Bradley. That's caught. It's Cunningham. They'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. The extra effort after the catch makes it good for a gain of 26 and also a first down. Off-play action. Bradley. Throw left side complete. That's Stevenson. And he'll be out of bounds, taking it just shy of the 10 at the 11 or the 12. They get 10 more there, and I believe that'll be enough for another first down. It will. Again, he'll drop to throw. And his throw here is incomplete.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes. But the best part for him, he's got second and third down to fall back on.
2nd and 10. Off the play fake. Bradley. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, third down. This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And this is going to be intercepted. Jacorian Bennett has it. Fights loose. And the Raiders are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20.
Definitely not the ideal time to see that mistake, partner, because this is still a one-possession game, and that's at least a field goal that just vanished with that turnover. Now, pressure's on defensively to prevent that pick from turning into points for the other side.
A run with Jacobs there on first down, but he'll manage only a yard or two at best. Second down coming up. From the 22, here's 2nd and 8. Operating from the gun, Holman. That's caught by Myers. And they work this well upfield across the 45.
Someone sharp in this game. I mean, a touchdown pass in the first drive. It comes right back, and he's flinging it around really well here.
Really nice throw there to pick up the first down. You kind of just feel a laser focus and confidence about him, and I think we saw that this week, didn't we? Talking to him and the coaches, they felt good about his performance coming up.
Yeah, I was really impressed with that last practice we saw when they went through 2-minute drill, when they went through all the different situations. Ball hardly hit the ground, and I thought, yeah, he might be locked in for this one.
To throw on second down, Holman. He finds his man, complete. That's Jacobs. And he'll get this to the 30-yard line before crossing over out of bounds. That one covers 24 yards. It's a first down. He's going to try and take off with it. And he's able to motor his way down to the 16-yard line. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first. Off play action. Holman. For a right side, pulled in by Mayer. And he'll get 7 yards from the 17 to the 10 before he's taken down. Facing a 2nd and 3. Ball on the 10. A give, it's Jacobs off the option. Only about a yard there as he takes it from the 9 to the 8.
The passing game's been working quite well so far, but the running game's been a little bit of a struggle, and that's a surprise to me. Typically, when you can throw it, you've opened up lanes for your runners.
Trying to run for it with Jacobs. And he fights his way into the end zone for a Raider touchdown. Josh Jacobs, an 8-yard touchdown run. And the Raiders are off to a 13-0 first quarter lead. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And that'll make the score 14-0. On is the Raider kickoff unit now as they will send this one away. Nwangu now from his end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Cost him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20. The Pats at the line, ready to go. And they're in an early hole. The first drive, they threw the interception. That led to a touchdown, so decent-sized deficit early on.
It is, but I think you hit the key words, early on. So they have to decide, do we even need to change game plan, or do we just need to execute better and try and get back in this game? I think he could have scanned downfield forever, but there wasn't anything available. Ends up throwing an incompletion, and I think he'll take that.
He'll try again with the arm here on second down. And this one is going to be off the mark, too far out in front.
They decided the opportunity was there and launched a deep ball. But he was unable to get away from the defender, couldn't create space, couldn't uncover at the end of the route, and that one winds up incomplete.
On third down, Bradley. And that's going to be incomplete. The contact there enough to jar that ball free. And it brings up fourth down. So on fourth down, here's Bryce Behringer on to punt for the Patriots. Fielded just inside the 30. Just a 2-yard return there following a punt of 48. And the Raiders will take over now, 1st and 10. The Raider offense set to get this drive started.
It has been about as perfect of a start to this game as these guys could have asked for, Charles. They've scored on their first 2 drives. They still haven't given anything up on the other side of the ball, so they can already make this a 3-score game here if they can come away with points on this drive.
Yeah, they're almost pushing them to the brink, aren't they, partner? Almost to the point now where it's a loss of words for me, which I know would excite all of our viewers, but you're just not supposed to see that type of dominance so quickly in a game like this. Everything they've done has been working so far. Offense, defense, you name it, it's going well for them. A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
This offense in mid-season form here in the opener. It's 1st and 10. Bourne going to go in motion left.
On 1st down, Holman.
Oh, and that is incomplete.
Had the right idea there, trying to throw it to the sideline, but he led him just a little bit too much, trying to get it out to his receiver. Ends up falling to the ground, incomplete.
Here's 2nd and 10.
Back to throw. Holman. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Partner, what we're seeing so far is the defense is certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw through contact and short of the sticks.
Eluding the pressure right. And bulldozing his way through. And this turns into a nice gain with a slide at the end. Opted to run for it. The decision a good one. Picking up the first, getting 14 yards on the scramble. Throwing on 1st down. Holman on the slant, connects with Devontae Adams. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds.
So many times in my career I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing. But as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20.
Off the play fake. Holman. And that'll be incomplete.
A good job in coverage there. They took away his top read on the play, so he went through his progressions and ended up settling on his running back who scored on their last possession, but the coverage held. It goes incomplete.
Back to the running game with Jacobs. And he'll get this down only to the 18. They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves him with 3rd and 9 looming.
Sometimes you're aligned perfectly and the play comes to you, and sometimes you got to cover some ground to go make the play, as we just saw there.
We saw a great example of perseverance right there on that play.
Got to be careful. They might want to throw one over his head as this game progresses.
And the Raiders are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
Everything's going right here in this first half, and they've got a good lead, and part of that can be attributed to their success on 3rd down. This is another conversion here, and they can look to really open things up now with this 1st and goal.
Now a throw to the end zone on 1st down, but it winds up incomplete.
Yes, sir. How about an attaboy there on 1st down? Got his hand in and knocked it away.
2 of their 3 red zone trips so far they've come up empty on. They'll look to reverse that trend on 2nd and goal. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Raider touchdown. Josh Jacobs, already his 2nd touchdown here in this opening weekend.
And the Raiders are looking good here in the season opener as they're able to extend their lead.
Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And it's now 21-0. On as the Raider kickoff unit now as they will send this one away.
Nwangu now from his end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20. New England with a 1st down as they begin the drive. Well, CD, you kind of feel like they're in a bit of a danger zone right here because now you're down 3 scores, and I know we're in the first half, but the way this offense hasn't been able to generate anything, you feel like they probably need to get something going on this drive, right?
Yeah, and sometimes I overuse that this is an important possession, but I think this has to be the possession where they come up with an answer because only a few teams in league history have ever come back from a 4-score deficit. And if they don't score here, that's what they could be facing the next time they get the ball.
Another completion there, and you think about the draft back in the spring. He's selected in the first round, getting the start here, as we mentioned, in week 1. It's got to be quite a whirlwind for a young quarterback.
Absolutely, because going in the first round, people are going to clamor for you to be the starter right away, but many teams want you to get your feet wet first, maybe just kind of hang out behind a veteran starter. In this case, though, he ascended right to the top role, and I know he's excited about the opportunity.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Looking to throw. Bradley. He's got it at the 15. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. They give him a gain of 37. So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
Now an option play, and he'll keep it.
And he is going to lose yardage here. Now, they had stopped him for a loss on the run anyway, so they'll decline that.
It's almost a good psychological advantage, isn't it? You created a penalty, and you still couldn't gain yards against us. No way we need to take that one.
They'll look to throw again.
Pass to the right, and he's got McBride.
And he'll be out of bounds, taking it just shy of the 10 at the 11 or the 12. So the completion good for 7 there. And just like that, it's 3rd down. Back to throw. Bradley. And it'll be intercepted.
And the Raiders are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line.
And when a team advances as far as they did, got over the 50-yard line, don't you think that drive deserved a better ending? I think he needs to get with his coaches on the sidelines, make some immediate adjustments, and that's what you do. You don't wait. You do it from series to series because drives like that end with a turnover, that's multiple times they picked him off already in this opening half.
2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8. They go back to the ground, this time Jacobs. And he is out of bounds right around the 34. Give them 12 yards that time, and a Las Vegas first.
For a lot of guys playing this game, there's no better feeling than running right through a tackle. He's able to lower his center of gravity and churn his legs for a really nice pickup.
On 1st and 10, Holman over the middle, complete. That's Myers. So just 3 yards on the completion there. And that will bring up 2nd down.
Well, another completion there, and what a big moment in a young quarterback's life, that first NFL start. And Charles, obviously they want him to win games, but if they're looking at him under a microscope in this first month or so, what do you think they're hoping to see from him?
Well, for every question they'll have for him, they should have for themselves as a coaching staff, because it's not just how quickly can he learn the offense, it's what they can teach him, right? How can he build a relationship with his receivers? And, of course, how open is he to learning? And, of course, how open are they to giving him things that he can put in place on the field?
And now the 3rd down throw incomplete as well.
That might be the 3rd down stop that they needed, because they've had a lot of trouble slowing down this offense in the first half. This might be their opportunity to get off the field.
On 4th down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. This will be fielded at the 17.
Well, following the punt return here, there is someone shaken up. Well, you always hate to see injuries, especially tough here in week 1. Just hoping this is nothing serious. We'll take a quick timeout.
The Pats at the line, ready to go.
And we don't want to call this desperation time, especially in the second quarter, but you're down.
You don't want to.
No, but hold on, let me finish.
Okay, my bad.
You're down 3 scores already. You've done nothing offensively, nothing on the scoreboard. That's not a good combination.
I think you just called it desperation time. I think you did. But let's face it, you mentioned this to me in a break earlier in the game. The energy level hasn't been there right from the start. We've noticed that. They've got to find a way to get on their toes and start punching instead of retreating, to use a boxing analogy.
Another throw on second down, and this one incomplete as well. The offense on third down tonight, they've only converted once in 4 tries. This is 3rd and 10. Second quarter action with 1:59 remaining. Oh, this will be incomplete. The rush gets home just as he was letting that go. That could have been worse. Instead, it's 4th down. So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away. That'll be a 48-yard punt, 1 yard on the return. And it'll be Raiders football, 1st and 10. The Las Vegas offense ready to start this next drive. They've had a very solid first half, and as we near the end of that first half, they're just looking for a little more on top of their lead right now.
And when you put together a game plan on offense, you put together what you think is going to be the best possible scenario, right? Hey, we're going to score. These are the plays that are going to do it. But you also put together your counters, meaning after they make adjustments to what you're doing, what do we have to go to next?
The adjustment to the adjustment?
Exactly. So I can't wait to see if we come out of the half, how they're going to go about doing things. Do you just keep running what you ran before, or do you go to your counters expecting those adjustments to happen?
Before that, we'll see the end here of this first half. Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Now yet another incompletion here as they fail to connect on 3rd.
He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
That'll be a 43-yard punt, but a net of just 33 following a 10-yard return. And the Patriots take over. New England with a first down as they begin the drive. And Charles, we'll see what they can do here. Not a ton of time left, but enough certainly to get points out of this drive, and they need them right now because they're trailing.
Yeah, and this is exactly why you practice a 2-minute drill all through camp and at least one practice each week before a game. A minute left, more than enough time to string a few completions together, reach the end zone, and then make that walk back to the locker room just a little more animated.
Looking to throw on second down. Bradley. Got a man. It's Tyquan Thornton. And all the way in. Touchdown, New England. Tyquan Thornton. 56 yards. And the Pats get a late score here in the final minute of the first half. Extra point by Ryland, up and good. And they'll cut the lead to 21-7. Ryland now following the touchdown, back out to kick it away. Fair catch going to be taken, and this will be moved out to the 25. The offense for Las Vegas about set to begin the drive. And just inside of a minute left, Charles. They got a pretty long field ahead of them. I'm curious to see how they play this, but you would think definitely enough time to at least try to get 3 out of this.
Yeah, you want to move with a nice sense of pace. You want to up the tempo a little bit, but you have to do it with some poise as well. You don't want to go so fast that you hurry yourself into mistakes. There's enough time to put points on the board if they do it right.
And even though they have the lead, you know that they would love to extend this lead before heading to the locker room. And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete. You got a young quarterback. Maybe that's just an example of a growing pain for him.
I think you're right about that, because when the game starts to move fast and it moves quickly on him, a lot of times they fall back on what they know best, their arm. He's slinging it on this one.
All right, rifles one, and it's going to be intercepted. And the Pats are going to get this back to their own 34-yard line.
The Pats at the line, ready to go.
And with him down 2 scores, you wonder if they might try and put something together, even if it's just to get into field goal range. Short one here, caught by McBride.
And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
Now a man who played at Centennial High here in Las Vegas, Ramondre Stevenson.
Well, they didn't get a whole lot out of that one, but I think you got to continue to try and run it, try and keep the defense honest.
You mean, or else they'll just sit back, dare you to throw it on every down?
Yeah, you get your quarterback hit a lot that way, too.
They run with Cunningham. And he brings this up to the 46. Good enough for the first. Now the Patriots will use the second of their timeouts as they stop it with 19 seconds to go in half number 1. On first down, Bradley. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted.
Picked up by Divine Diablo.
And a potential turning point as he'll get the football in very good field position late in this first half. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw.
Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted.
And they're just going to run it here up the middle. And he's taken down, but able to get this up to the 20-yard line. First half in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. We'll see if week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half.
Nwangu now from his end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24.
New England with a first down as they begin the drive.
Charles, it'll be interesting to see what adjustments this offense made in the locker room. Haven't really been able to get anything going offensively, virtually nothing in the ground attack either. So certainly something has to change here in quarter 3.
And I'm pretty sure their friends from the defensive side of the ball told them exactly that, because those guys, the stop troops, they've been playing pretty well, and they've kept them around in this game. Now, they've got some time. The running game struggled in the first half. Opposition knows how to focus on defending the pass here. They've got to re-energize that ground game and maybe open things up for a comeback here in this half.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. And that is incomplete, but a penalty flag coming in. This could be a first down. So the yellow flag came out, and that leads to a new set of downs for this offense. 1st and 10. Looking to throw. Bradley. And down he goes. Brought down a Raider sack.
Multiple players getting home there for an 8-yard loss.
I'd say it's not panic time yet, but let's be honest about it. Empty possession here, not what you're looking for when you're down a couple of scores.
Absolutely not. Trying to start the second half off on the right foot. Unfortunately, going to give the ball up. They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete.
With a find out how he handles adversity, because this one so far hasn't gone according to plan. He's got to fight through it and show him what he's made of.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. That is caught, and he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. The defense shaking their heads, not aggressive enough, and they allow him to convert a 3rd and 18. Throwing on first down. Bradley going up top. And at the 7-yard line, the catch is made. And all the way in. Touchdown, New England.
Tyquan Thornton.
Already his 2nd touchdown here in this opening weekend.
And the Patriots have got it back to within a score. Extra point by Ryland, up and good.
And they're back within a touchdown at 21-14.
But no run back here. Fair catch, and this will come out to the 25.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started.
And maybe some renewed pressure on this unit following the touchdown a moment ago. It's back to a 1-score game.
And because of that pressure, because it's now a 1-score game, they know this is where you need to slow the momentum change, because otherwise that could overrun your team. You've got to be careful right here.
They're backed up here with a 1st and 20 now after the holding penalty.
Wilson's throw taken in by Bourne.
And he is out of bounds right around the 34. It's a big play, yet amazingly, because of how far they had to go, they're still looking at a 2nd down here.
Of course, the catch was nice, but how about what happened after? Able to stay on his feet and gain all that additional yardage. So many of these slot guys, I think, have running back in their background.
And he will slide to a stop. He does have the 1st down. But just 4 yards on the pickup, but that's good enough to extend the drive. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. This time, Wilson will throw.
A throw left sideline falls incomplete.
And a smart play there. He's probably saying, I wish I would have done that on the last drive instead of throwing the interception.
Now a 2nd and 10.
Play action. Now Wilson. He hits Adams complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. Over 100 yards receiving for him now in the opener, and it's a 1st down. Now Wilson running left on the option. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. A big-time gain there on the keeper, using his legs to hurt him. 1st down. This to Jacobs on the toss right. Now he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. So a loss of 5, and it'll be 2nd down.
I'll tell you what, this defense hasn't played its best, but they're still right in this football game. And if they keep making plays just like that, they're going to give their offense a chance.
From the gun, it's Wilson. And that's complete to Adams.
Down inside the 10.
Touchdown! Devontae Adams. Already his 2nd touchdown here in this opening weekend.
And the Raiders have taken a 2-touchdown lead now.
Circle that drive, because that might be one to remember. Well executed to give them a little cushion.
Well, let's take it into the boxing ring. You talk about them commanding it, keeping the fight where they wanted to, whether it was in the center of the ring or putting them on the ropes, because it was jab, jab, jab. And finally, the haymaker to put that drive away.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away.
Nwangu now from his end zone.
Oh, a good-looking return set up here.
Kene Nwangu.
He will score. Touchdown, Patriots.
Ryland on for the extra point.
He's got it, and they're back within a touchdown at 28-21. So let's try this again. After the kick return TD, here's yet another kickoff.
And he'll elect not to run with it. And a fair catch on the kickoff will move the ball to the 25. The Las Vegas offense ready to start this next drive. Still enjoying the lead here in the third quarter despite their defense giving up that last touchdown. Now they'll see if they can get the equalizer here on this drive.
And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30.
A nice play design there with the touch pass. Looked good at the start, but bottom line, the defense was ready.
And they did a nice job scouting, didn't they? Not just scouting, but now executing once they saw the play for real after having worked on.
Oh, that's into a double team, and it's intercepted. He may go.
And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Patriot defense has a touchdown.
Now, the offense, they had really not been able to mount anything yet on that drive, and the defense made sure they couldn't mount anything. The interception and the return adding 6 to the scoreboard.
And that's no small return for a linebacker, partner. He took matters into his own hands and his legs on that pick. And once he had it, I don't think anyone on the field could have stopped him.
And he'll elect not to run with it. And a fair catch will move this out to the 25-yard line. The offense for Las Vegas about set to begin the drive. And their lead has evaporated in this third quarter. It's tied once more as they begin with a 1st and 10.
And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line.
On any explosive run, you can almost feel the ground shaking, and that's from the offensive linemen creating space for their runners. I had an old coach tell me before, they always told his runners, run around with the offensive line in pregame. Get used to the ground shaking so you don't trip and fall when it happens in a game.
And this is going to be a Raiders 1st down as the tackle made just shy of the 40. Well, now after all of this, hang on here because he appears to be shaken up.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Going right side is White. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
Well, I think after that run, the defense getting back in the huddle and looking at each other and maybe starting to question their confidence a bit. They gave up a significant run, 6 yards, and now you're saying to yourself, how do we stop them, and do I have enough confidence to make a play?
And he goes down. It's a Patriot sack.
Finally hauled down for the first time this game. Multiple defenders in there to drop him. And that sack, Charles, just looked like a case where a speedy defensive end is a little bit quicker than the offensive tackle.
Yeah, it makes it difficult for a tackle to determine what exactly to do. Do you do the kick slide and try and get back in the pocket and meet him there? Do you meet him on the line of scrimmage where they call a quick set? In any event, right now, he's having his troubles.
Here's A.J. Cole now as he's on to punt for Las Vegas.
This is taken at the 15. It'll go as a 42, make it a 43-yard punt. 6 on the return.
And they will take over 1st and 10.
The Pats at the line, ready to go.
This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown. Their last time out, looking to repeat that, Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. Back to throw. Bradley. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
You can tell they wanted to get that ball downfield. They had nothing working in the secondary, so he dropped it up to the running back. That one ended up incomplete.
The offense on 3rd down tonight, 3 for 7 so far in this game. This is 3rd and 10. He sets to fire deep. And that will be incomplete. scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down. The Patriots send out their punter as he'll come on to kick this one away. Averaging over 50 yards a punt so far as this one's away. So a change of possession here on the punt. And out will come the offense as they take over.
At their own 29-yard line.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. Excellent job by their defense to force the punt and provide them with this opportunity, all tied in the 4th quarter. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down.
They know that old expression, it's not my night. It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
Yeah, every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play. So give him 5 yards there on the pitch and catch, and that'll leave him with a 3rd and 2.
They'll come to the line needing only 2 yards to gain the first here.
3rd and 2, now Wilson. And this is going to be intercepted.
And the Patriots will have solid field position here as they take over at their 45-yard line. New England with a 1st down as they begin the drive. And the question, can they turn that interception into points? A tie game for the moment in the 4th quarter.
And he'll be brought down at the 50 after a gain of about 5.
And that's exactly what you want on a 1st down run. Pick up 5 yards, bring up 2nd and 5. The defensive line, though, they've got to figure out a way to out-leverage the guys up front because the offensive line is winning at the point of attack.
After a gain of 5, they'll wind up being about a length of the football short here on 3rd down.
They'll try and run for the first with Stevenson.
And that one going nowhere from the start as he's met in the backfield and goes backwards. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th. This late in the game, Charles, I think you maybe seriously have to think about going for it.
Especially where they are in terms of field position, because this is almost like no man's land. Might hurt your punter because there might not be enough space, maybe too far for your field goal kicker. I'm like the old rule. Possession is 9/10 of the law. Possession is 9/10 of winning the game. Go for it, get the 1st down, close it out.
And he is going to pick up a Patriots 1st down. Well, they take a chance there on 4th and 1, but it's a gain of 3 and a new set of downs. Out of the gun, they give it to Stevenson.
And he'll be brought down at about the 42. Emmanuel Ogba there on the stop.
This drive is pretty clear. Almost feels like old school fundamentals, doesn't it? Want to impose their will on the defense. Was that 5 straight runs?
Yeah, 5 straight carries to start this drive, and like you said, the way it's working, they may just stick with it.
He's definitely tough to get down. We just saw it right there, but how about what we did see? Pursuit, wrap up, and then the big finish with the tackle.
And everybody thinking about the possible field goal on 4th. It would be 58 yards from here. Again, Cunningham here on the ground. And he's going to come up a few yards short of the first. They get him to the ground at the 37. 4 yards on the pickup there, but it's going to take him to 4th down. And his kick is absolutely perfect. And they have taken the lead here in the 4th quarter.
So he waited on the sideline for his first chance in the ball game, and it didn't come until the 4th quarter, but he connects there. A big one to give him the lead.
Boy, you talk about coming in cold. I don't care how many times you kick it into a net. You're not really ready when you go out there and all that beef is coming at you trying to block the kick. Big spot, and he delivers.
The Las Vegas offense ready to start this next drive. And they really need to forget about their last time out, the turnover that led to a field goal. So now they try to regroup, trailing in the final quarter. Obviously, they'd love a touchdown, but 3 would suffice.
Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
Well, they always talk about playing great team defense, and that was an excellent example right there. Everyone on assignment, no one in the wrong spot, everyone filling their gaps.
Now a dump off here complete. And Jacobs is going to have a Raiders first down as he'll get this up past the 35-yard line.
Well, they certainly had success throughout this contest, getting him the ball in the passing game, and there he picks up another first down. Whatever they saw going into this one, they've been able to capitalize on it, and no adjustment has been made to take it away.
And he puts his head down and gets up to the 42 for a gain of about 6.
From the lineman to the guy running with it, that was a well-executed first down by the offense. With 2 shots left to get the first, you can get a little aggressive here on second down if you want and try for some bigger yardage.
And he will get enough for a first down, and that will lead us to the 2-minute warning. 61 yards rushing for him now with a couple of touchdown runs to boot. Plenty of time. All 3 timeouts still remain. Here's 1st and 10 now.
A nice move at midfield.
Now you're right on the edge of field goal range. You still got time, but get up to the line of scrimmage and get set.
Here's 1st and 10.
A quick throw out to Adams on the perimeter. They're making steady progress, but I see your face. You're worried about that clock.
I'm worried about the clock, and at some point you have to have a splash play in there as well.
Here's Wilson.
Oh, and that's going to sabotage their comeback plans. It is intercepted. And the Pats have just about sewn up this football game.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. And this game not quite in hand yet. We'll likely see all 3 timeouts defensively and then reassess where we are. He's got a man complete.
There he goes again.
Big-time credit. What a play design there. They wanted to get him loose in the open field, and they succeeded. He had all sorts of room to operate in, and they finally track him down inside the 5-yard line.
Defense still with 3 timeouts. We'll see if they want to use them here as the kneel down comes.
Partner, that'll do it. These week 1 primetime games, they always seem to have a little bit more electricity, a little more anticipation. A fun one tonight, and a lot of fun ones that we have on the road ahead.
And, partner, I love the word you just used there, electricity. Things were cracked.